best friend if I didn't give you this bonus point. This bonus point is important because it is a sure way of attracting more. It is a sure way of making the universe bring you more. And the point is, hi Fambam, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Welcome to yet another episode of NJUKI'S Perspective. I am Mo Njuki. You can call me Mo, you can call me Njuki. I will respond to either. Now guys, if you're new here, kindly click on the subscribe button. Now today we are going to continue the part 1 of where we left on financial freedom and the simple steps to attaining your financial freedom. On the first part, we put into perspective 5 simple steps on how you can achieve your financial freedom. We are obviously going to pick it up from there, but just to give you a quick recap on the points that we put into perspective. Point O, we talked about having a financial plan. And point 1, we said cut out consumerism catalyst. Whether it's an influencer on YouTube who is always making you feel like you should spend, whether it's Instagram, whether it's your friends who are making you feel like you should spend, just cut out the catalyst. And the second point, guys, we talked about avoid debts by all possible means. We said avoid debts, especially from financial lenders and all these soft loan lenders. And the third point, guys, we talked about having a plan on how you're going to pay up your debts. And we talked about the snowball method, and we talked about paying your high interest rate loans first. And guys, we also talked about don't take up loans for things that are not going to appreciate in value. And the fourth point, guys, we talked about having and sticking to a budget. And we said that having and sticking to a budget is like a muscle. The more you flex it, the more stronger it will become. The fifth point, guys, we talked about always make it a habit to see and to look and to know your financial status at every point, and actually just to know your actual net worth at every single point of your life. I cannot emphasize this enough. We said it on the first part, but I'm going to have to repeat it again. Now, it's never too early or too late to start the journey to your financial freedom. Right now is always the right time to start the journey to your financial freedom. And obviously, you're listening this for a reason. Let it ignite your fire to start the journey to your financial freedom. Now, guys, let's go directly into the sixth point. And the sixth point is have an emergency fund. An emergency fund, according to many financial experts, they say that you should have saved in a very liquid state 3 to 6 months of your monthly expenses, equal to your monthly expenses for an emergency. For instance, you might lose your job, and before you get back on ground to get another job, you will still need to have, to incur expenses. You still need to pay your rent, everything. Or you may have a medical emergency. That is the fund that you go to. But for an emergency fund should not be to pay for for a vacation that just came up or for drinks that just came up. An emergency fund is for that emergency. And emergencies are either medical, maybe your car broke down, your sibling or your parent maybe got into, something that maybe needs finances. Yes, have an emergency fund. The seventh point, guys, is save before you spend. This is a rule of thumb when it comes to money, and I know you know, but I need to emphasize it. Save before you spend. If, for instance, you have said you earn, for example, 20k, and you have decided that every month I'm going to be saving 5,000, when the cash gets into your account, first save. I feel like that kinds of gives you some form of discipline, because then you're only left with 15,000, and then you can now be able to fit your needs into that 15k. So save before you spend. Fambam, remember, we are still putting into perspective the simple steps to attaining your financial freedom. The 8th point, and before we go to the 8th point, kindly subscribe. If you have not subscribed, subscribe. Please subscribe and comment and give this video a thumbs up. It supports the channel. Now, the 8th point, guys, is take care of the things you love and the things you own. Yes, how is this related to financial freedom? When you take care of the things you own, whether it's your clothes, whether it's your phone, you will not need to incur cost on maintenance and repairs. And on the same point, even your health, by the way, if you take care of your health, then you're going to have to incur less on medical expenses. And on the same point, I would say go for quality over quantity, because when you go for quality, something that of quality will probably last you longer than something that is cheap but constantly needs to be repaired. The 9th point, guys, is pay your bills on time. Whether it is your rent, whether it's a subscription, whether it's an electricity bill, just pay in time to avoid penalties. Because I know in Kenya, for many landlords say that, for example, your rent should be paid by 5th of every month, and if you're late, you'll have to pay probably 100 bob extra or 300 bob extra. And you see, if you pay in time, you will avoid like having extra charges on the penalties that you are charged, right? Yes, guys. And also, alternatively, you can have automated bill payments. I know maybe you can talk to your bank, maybe if it's a subscription, it's just automated. By the end of the month, it is just automatically deducted. But be careful of that, because there are subscriptions that you subscribe to, then you give them your account details and you forget to unsubscribe, and there are things that you don't even use. And that way you end up losing money for things that you don't even use, and they can't give you a refund. So be careful of what you're subscribing to, especially with your debit card or with your credit card. The 10th point, Fambam, is have a financial advisor, or just educate yourself about money and financial freedom and money management. There's a lot of information out here on how to manage money. There are courses that you can take. There is, just on YouTube you can learn a lot, even through this video, by the way. So you're just learning about money. So just make an effort of constantly making sure that you don't stop educating yourself about money. Just know the stocks that are out there, what is doing well right now, what can you invest in, so that you're just not going blindly. Yeah. And then there are other people that talk about money. I would recommend in Kenya, there's Attain Investments, there's Caroline Mutuko. I know she's so vibrant about this topic. And there are other people internationally. There is Suze Oman, that woman. If you read her work on money, your life in finances will never be the same. And there is a Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. There is, I saw something on Brian Tracy. There is Dave Ramsey. There are a lot of people talking about money out here. And if you have the resources, why not hire a financial advisor? So that maybe you won a lottery and you have a lot of money at your disposal. Just hire a financial advisor, and make sure also you're hiring someone who knows what they are doing, somebody who has a good reputation, so that you're not getting yourself more trouble by hiring someone and giving them your money just to waste your money. You get the point, right? Yes, guys, we have come to the end of the 10 simple steps to attain your financial freedom. I know there are many out there, but I just wanted to give you logical points, logical things that you do day to day. And yes, guys, if you have more, kindly comment on the comment section. Let's interact. Tell me which points resonate with you. Tell me which points maybe you learned most on and challenged you most. Now, fam, I wouldn't be your financial best friend if I didn't give you this bonus point. This bonus point is important because it is a sure way of attracting more. It is a sure way of making the universe bring you more. And the point is, before I give you the point, please subscribe. please share this video with someone who will benefit from it, so that I can give you the secret. And the secret is giving to those who are less fortunate than you are. If you have an extra kilogram of flour, you can just donate to someone who does not have. Guys, let's practice giving, and especially during this pandemic, we can show some love to those who don't have as much as we do. If you happen to have an extra something, just give to those who don't have. And as Maya Angelou said, that if you cannot manage to feed 1,000 people, at least you can feed that one person, and you will have changed the world. Now, guys, please, we are targeting 100 subscribers by 15th of August. Please, I'm challenging you, share this video to 2 of your friends, just two friends, and let's get to 100 subs by August 15th. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, kindly give it a thumbs up, and let's grow. Comment down below on what points you resonated with, and if there is something else about finances that you would want us to tackle and put into perspective, kindly comment down below. My parting shot, guys: financial lies destroy financial lives. Think about that. Bye. Take care.